Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mon going to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mon. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. It's caught by Jackson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Rams 7, Vikings 0.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw, Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chaz Surratt Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're running it. 26 minutes.
Handoff here to Nwangwu.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Let's get off the
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
26 Mike.
Now Mon. This goes out wide from Madison.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this underneath to Michel. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's out to his running back, Michel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Gay's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Monstro there taken in by Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mon looks to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mon looks to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it.
capitalize. Play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. A solid stiff arm. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he can space a maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run for it. It's Nwangwu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangwu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Mon now off of play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A. Throwing is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. 26.
Mond out of the shotgun. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
17.
On first and 10, here's Mond. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second and 10, Mond. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Mond going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their 21-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
10 yards to go.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week. Trying to get.
And now here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Stafford going to throw it. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time. Off the play fake, Mond lets it fly for Thielen. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing here, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Mond. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
At the 46-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of